Is it really possible to gain weight and build muscle while staying lean? Well, let me show you how I did it. I started off my fitness journey extremely skinny, and over the years I gained over 30 kilos of weight. I was always told I had to eat 6 huge meals a day, burgers and lots of cheap food to put on any size. But I wanted to gain weight and build muscle and then maintain that lean muscular physique. I wanted something where I actually felt healthy and I felt confident in my own body and I looked good. And I feel like crap eating like crap, so this is where lean bulking came into place. As you can see from these progress photos, throughout my entire journey I've always maintained a lean physique while gaining muscle mass consistently. And in this video I'm gonna break down exactly how to do it. I'm gonna go through the process step by step, starting with the diet, training, the mindset, and some extra tips as well. So without further ado, let's jump into it. If you're underweight or you have a low body fat percentage, you need to start the lean bulk. But before you do that, you need to figure out your daily calorie expenditure. And to do that, all you need to do is take a few measurements. So this would be your weight and your height and things like that, and enter it into a calorie calculator. And from that you'd be able to get your maintenance calorie levels. And this would be the daily calories that you need to maintain your weight. So for example, if you worked out that your daily calorie expenditure was 3,000 calories, then you need to add an extra 200 to 400 calories on top of that. So you'd be hitting 3,200 to 3,400 calories per day to be in that lean bulk surplus. Now in terms of what's made up of these calories, you want to make sure that you have a high protein diet. So this would be 0.8 to 1 g of protein per pound of body weight. And this would just ensure that your body has enough protein and that you're actually building muscle. And in terms of the protein sources, I'd go for things such as chicken, beef, eggs, and just a mix of high-quality protein sources. Other than that, you need to be eating a clean diet. You've been bulking and you've gained some weight, but you haven't actually put on much muscle. So what's going wrong? Well, you need to make sure that you're eating enough to fuel your workouts. If you're not eating enough, you're not gonna have the energy to get through your workouts and to train hard. And you need to make sure that you rate training hard, because when you weigh on your lean bulk, this is where you want to start pushing yourself and really start trying to maximize the amount of muscle that you can put on. So on your lean bulk, I want you to focus on training really intense and focus on doing things like to failure or close to failure. And this will help you maximize the amount of muscle that you put on during this phase. Now, the best exercises are the ones that are compound lifts because they target more than one muscle group. And there's actually 5 key lifts that I always include in my training: a row exercise, a squat variation, a deadlift variation, an incline press, and then curls and lateral raises. And then from there you can add in extra exercises to fill out your split. But even if you can't make it to the gym, you can still do cardio. You don't have to stop doing cardio during your lean bulk. To big myths when it comes to cardio and diet. First of all, people think that doing a lift, your cardiovascular endurance goes before your strength endurance, and that's why you can't complete as many sets. So having a good cardio, or at least a decent level of cardio, can actually be really good for you. But of course, if you do add cardio within your routine, then it will mean that you do need to add extra calories to your daily calorie intake too. Now, another myth is that people think it is impossible to eat a lot of clean calories and to eat a healthy diet with a high calorie intake too. Take my diet, for example. I've got an extremely high metabolism and I am 6 feet 4 and I've been training for over 4 years now. So, I need to eat a lot in order to gain weight. And this is my current setup for 4,500 calories. So I'd have a shake, steak and eggs, feta pasta and a yogurt bowl, and that's literally it. You see, I'm not forcing myself to eat so much. It is literally just a couple of meals and a shake, and it is very easy to stick to. It just shows that if you space your meals out and you have calorie-dense foods too, then leaning bulk and eating a clean diet with high calories can be very possible and very doable. Here's the last thing. You guys need to trust the process. Create a calculated plan and don't switch up too quickly. All too soon. as many people get so impatient after just a week or two of dieting and just give it up, and you'll never see any progress if you're continuing to switch it up and you're not building that consistency. So at least try it for a good month or two first before considering, switching up and trying something new. But I can assure you, if you literally just track your lifts, track your calories, track your protein, measure everything, and just stay consistent, you'll definitely see progress and you'll definitely see results. And here are the other key aspects for your training and for your nutrition too. Aiming for 8 hours of sleep where possible, progressively overloading by things like increasing the weight reps, rest time, or anything else. And you'd also want to have a lot of water, to aim for 2 to 4 liters of water per day, as this can actually help with your appetite since it expands your stomach and also helps with minimizing fatigue when training. In terms of supplements, these aren't essential, but protein powder, creatine, vitamin D, fish oils, and magnesium and zinc can all be very helpful. But assess your diet first to see if you're actually deficient in these. That's been the complete lean bulking guide. And if you wanted to see some meals and recipes of how to cook, sandwiches and things that you can have with your work or with your studies, you can click this video right here where I make 3 high-calorie, high-protein sandwiches and baguettes. And yeah, it's just super helpful for meal prep. But as always, guys, drop a like, drop a subscription, and I'll catch you next time. And by the way, if you're interested in starting your own channel and making videos like this, I've got a full course that teaches you everything from the basics of starting a channel all the way to growing it and monetizing it. So if you're interested, click the link below and I'll see you inside.